Hello, my fellow Westorians. Friday, game stream time. How is everybody doing? I'll give it a minute to let people come in. We'll do our usual catch up on what's been happening in the game. Maybe an announcement or two. We're going to have something pop off right away as soon as I unpause. We're going to have the results of our last sacrifice, which we asked for health and longevity, which we need because we're getting up there. We're not physically active. We have cancer, and 60 is pretty high for these times. So we'll see how it goes. I see Matt Reese and Smith Black and Amy L. and Peter Griffin. Hey, everybody. Glad to see y'all coming in. Hope everyone's doing well. I want to remind anyone who's thinking about the Intelligent Speech Conference, this is the last day. Tickets are $10. They go up to 15 starting tomorrow. So if you're thinking of checking that out, you might want to save yourself $5 and take care of that purchase now. Just go to intelligentspeechconference.com. It's a whole bunch of different podcasters giving panels. I'm doing one on something that has not been discussed on any podcast that we've done, which is how stories can influence how we discuss ourselves and society. Things like that, and how that changes over time. All right. We're dealing with a rebellion here. We got Lord Paramount Rance of the Iron Islands. We tried to call him to justice, and he said nope. And so we are going to war. Lucky for us, we already had some armies in the field. So we are well prepared to deal with this threat without, I'm not terribly worried, in other words. Oh, we can raise troops right here, too. Pow. So that battle will kick off as soon as I unpause. And we're going to call up some other troops in the nearby surrounding areas as well to deal with some of the threats on this end. We're in very good shape with our descendants in terms of our heirs. We've got Duncan, Daemon, Aemon, Aegor, Rohan, and Alan Redwine. Sixth in line is a Redwine. But yeah, we lost our son, our second son, Davis. That name doesn't seem to do very well. Two Davises have died before their time. And Duncan is next in line. He is pretty capable. He lost an eye and a hand. I think that those may have been sacrifices. And his son, Daemon, the blue-haired giant, who is an excellent administrator. Not super talented, but he's got it where it counts with that administrative ability. But he is surprisingly untalented at fighting, despite his bigness. His bigosity does not overcome his cowardicity. See, we can make up new words. When you're an emperor, you can make up new words. Actually, I guess you can just do that anyway. But it has more clout when you're an emperor. Looks like Floris the Fox and Richard Tabor and Devi Dane and Milo Gentry is showing up as well. And anyone else who's lurking, hello to y'all. KH says, can we please do a new game next week? Please don't hate me. I'm certainly open to a restart if people want it. This is certainly up to y'all. What, in general, I like to go with what everybody wants to do, because I'm going to have fun with this game in any time or any timeline or with pretty much any character. So if people are getting burned out on this one, we can definitely move on. So weigh in on this. If you want to keep going for a bit longer, then say so too. We'll get a feel for it. This is a good time for that when we're early in the stream, so more people will hear this question, and we'll get that feedback. I definitely don't have a great sense of what types of campaigns and scenarios you guys like the most. If you like trying to start from the bottom and work our way up, or, you know, if you like managing this large amount, or if you want us to try something we've never done before. There's a lot of different ways to weigh in on this. So I welcome all kinds of feedback. And I certainly won't hate you. No worries there, KH. Yeah, it is one thing, you know, one fun thing about this is that we're relatively safe with this much power. But one thing, on the other hand, is there's less of a challenge. And these wars we can get kind of bogged down in these rebellions because there's always seems to be somebody rebelling. So yeah, I'll let that sit for a minute while you guys weigh in. Amy L asks, could you start from some random minor house? I'm not sure about random. I wonder how we could do random. I think maybe there's a way to do random. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do random, but I'm not thinking of it off the top of my head. But there's ways we could randomize on our own. So basically, yes. Effectively, the answer is yes there. Okay, looks like there's some other suggestions there as well. Some other people are agreeing with a restart. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. No one seems to be... We don't seem to have anybody that's like, oh, we have to keep going with this one. Yeah, okay. Right on. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess I almost said we could just start over now, but let's play. I guess we should play this character out, and because we'll announce that we'll do a new one next week, assuming there isn't a big pushback against this. And so we'll give people a chance to weigh in. We'll give it a week of ideas to percolate on what new campaign to start. So we can get a little funky with this one then, since it looks like we're probably gonna kick it, be killing it. We can maybe do some crazy stuff. Get even deeper with our... Maybe we can go full Mad King or something. That's a good thing to do. Maybe we should... That'll be a little more fun than just play it out if we know we're ending it. We could try to get a little crazier. To abduct Daemon... Oh, yeah, the one who's trying to kill us. Yeah, what the heck? Do it. Oh, it's pretty risky, but whatever. I guess we're going big risk. So, boom, let's do it. All right, so but we don't want to like be here losing wars or anything either. So, let's make sure we take care of business at the same time. Let's have these armies merge and have ourselves a nice little beatdown. Where else do we have men nearby? Do we got any more men over here? Yeah, that war that I see Matt Reese mentions, the war that wouldn't end. Yeah, that was just ridiculous. I was openly frustrated with that, with those conditions. And you know, if I'm openly frustrated with the game, that means it's not that fun, which I can't imagine is that fun for y'all either. And unfortunately, I suppose that is a real risk of happening again. One thing that's been really great about this campaign is we upgraded the version to have more stability, and that seemed to really work. We have had crashes, but they were not fatal crashes. They were, I don't know if my computer was doing too much at once, but they weren't the kind that we just get stuck forever, that forces us to restart. Because in the past, that was what was... that was forcing us to restart our campaigns. We almost never stopped because we wanted to. We would just get to a point where the game would repeatedly crash in the same spot. And, well, it had the effect of forcing us to restart, and restarting is fun. But that's the silver lining, really, because I think we'd rather have a little more control over when we restart rather than just having it forced on us. But, I guess it wasn't all bad. Oh, hey, Joe Magician. What's up, my man? He says there's a new version of the mod out. Oh, okay. Well, even more reason to start over. Yeah. That's a cool idea. Or rather a good reason to, another argument for restarting. Okay, well, we'll definitely try to make the most of this. Okay, so we failed to murder him, but no one caught us. Or kidnap him. But no one caught us, so that's fine. We failed, but didn't really matter. Can we improve those plot odds a little bit? I would like to try again. I do want to kill this guy, because he's trying to kill us. This is like a kill before he kills us kind of thing. Can we recruit any people? We can be pretty... we can be pretty aggressive with our... like bribing and borrowing and things like that, because there's basically no future. We're going to really roleplay this character. We're like, well, we don't care what happens to the world when we're dead, including really even our children. We're not terribly concerned. Oh, cool. We've got we've finished our colony completely, one of them. How nice. More Dothraki coming in. Oh, I guess I should have ignored that, but it doesn't matter. We can ignore it even though it's happening. We've got armies here, and we will send them for a big confrontation, or a confrontation. Maybe not a big confrontation. We'll see. We'll see about the size of this confrontation. A confrontation whose size is yet to be determined. You watch yourself, or don't. What else are people saying over here? Joe Magician suggests start somewhere in Essos, like rebuild Sarnor. That'd be kind of cool. KH suggests a Reach campaign. We have not done a Reach campaign, or have we? I don't think Shea has done Old Town, but those haven't been sustained. And we could do something besides Old Town to mix it up. I don't think I've done anything in the Reach. There's some merit to that for sure. Matt Reese says, how's Gardner during Aegon's conquest? Ooh, that's a fun idea. I like that. Giuliano Teixeira says, bravos. Sheldon Lee says, Sarnor, but Gardner during the conquest would be great as well. Ellis Kent asks how many Emperors / lifetimes have we been through. This is only our third. We've been playing this campaign since April, and that's with a lot of 2 a weeks, meaning because we were playing on Wednesdays quite often. So isn't that pretty crazy that we're only on our third character starting in April, playing up to twice a week with generally 3-hour sessions, I guess. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. So I think 3 hours is a rough average. So that's kind of wild that we've had really long-lived characters. Pretty big armies marching around over here in Essos. We're gonna try to do something awful to this Greyjoy lord when we beat him. That should be our sort of our goal. Inflict massive damage. Go, like I said, Mad King style here. We're gonna maybe burn him or eat. Oh, we could eat him. We ate someone in our last campaign. We actually consumed one of our captured enemies. Like actual factual eating. It's pretty cool. The comments during that were a little special. I mean, it's just more entertaining if you're eating. Okay, so we're sending these two armies together to go here, I think, would be the play. These guys are going to march together. Yeah, march together here. These guys are also going there. Then we can fight this, have a nice big battle here. We need leaders. We need army. We need commanders. So we probably need to appoint some new commanders. Maybe it's time. Can we get into battles? We already do have an 18. That's what we should be doing if we're going to be going for it. We can maybe start to seek the battlefield again and prove ourselves. We've got. We're a pretty good commander. Let's get out there and do a little fighting. But first, let's get some more qualified men in there as well. Faye, the wildling, is our best available. That's cool. But also Duncan Brune, who's got siege commander skills as well. Davo Paynemian. What kind of cool name is that? And I guess just Roz. Roz of the Free Folk as well. That's cool. Roz the Wildling. And now we unforbid ourselves to lead armies. We're not just we're not the mad cowardly king. We're the mad brave king. So we will. What kind of commanding skills do we have? Quick, skilled fighter. I guess we can command one of the wings. We won't command the center. Oh, actually, Faye is. Oh, Lightfoot leader. Yeah, Faye can command the center. We will command this left. And on the right, this flanker, Davo. Yeah. Cool. But we'll wait for more men to show up. Yeah, stand down. Nothing I can do. Yeah, legitimize your son. Sure. Come reinforcements, come. Cool. Oh yeah, we get to like hiring men. Yeah, we don't care about that. We're immune to threats from the outside. We're so unworried about our own future. We get to be fully throw caution to the wind style. Ooh, we still have some prisoners? Well, we can. Is this going to be tyranny? Call Lady Ariana Martell for trial. No, we don't want to do that. Blind her? Can we blind her? It's going to be tyranny, right? Oh, no, it's just some fear. Oh, cool. We can do it without tyranny. Nice. Well, which is it going to be? Well, we can execute her. I think we really didn't like her. She rebelled against us like twice. So I think straight up torture is the way to go for her. Yeah. Stress, fatigue, burned, lunatic. One of these things is going to happen. That's what she take. We are now formidable. All right. See, a little torture will solve all kinds of problems. Don't do this at home, kids. This is only a game. All right. So now we're going to go big battle right here with us in command. What is this? She wants what? Oh, regent. Okay. Our daughter wants to be regent. She'd be an okay regent, I guess. She wouldn't be terrible. Sure. You can have it. We don't care. Here they go. Yeah. Take that. Ha. Wildling Rebellion. We don't care. Good. More captured prisoners. Okay, so let's go defeat another army over here. That'll be cool. Ooh, maybe then we'll go fight Dothraki. We're gonna live all the ways we can live before we die. And we're gonna be chasing these foes over here. Maybe we should send an army straight to Pike. Or to not even Pike. It's not even Pike, is it? It's where does he have his seat? Which is his capital? He is Harlaw. Okay, so we could send the men to Harlaw. We could besiege Harlaw. That's probably a good idea. Besieging Harlaw. Where else do we have men? We haven't even called up all the men. There's a big chunk, but it's pretty scattered. maybe this big chunk here. We could take this 14K and have it go straight to the source. Those unruly Greyjoy, or Harlaws, rather. That's not even House Harlaw, is it? It is not. That's not the Scythe of Harlaw. Those are some green things. I don't know what sigil that is. But they're ruling from the seat of the Harlaws, who we cover in this weekend's Valar Rereadus. Because we get Asha's singular chapter in A Feast for Crows, which takes place at 10 Towers. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Where are the ships? We need the ships. Give me a huge amount of ships. I demand a huge amount of ships. The Emperor requests ships. His request is in order. Give me the ships, I say. No, that's an army, not a navy. Here's a fleet of 59 ships. And have it go here. And have more ships go here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And then we'll have the men walk. We'll load them up with some men and take them to 10 Towers. Let him rot. Who else? We got to take care of these other prisoners, you know. Let's see. Ariana, Lady of Sunspear. Oh, we tortured her and we still didn't let her go? Oh, well, should we do something? Should we do it again? We just blind her this time? Or mutilate? One for each rebellion. That seems fair. Okay. Before, the way this game worked, if you did that, they were automatically set free, but clearly not. So, yeah, let's go with the blinding. Ah, now she's been released. Okay. Well, now we put another threat out in the world. We put her out there. But that's okay. She deserved it. So says the Emperor. Now we have this guy that we just captured in war. And he's straight up tortured, right? Yeah, just straight up. That's what we do. We are cruel and zealous. We're just role-playing. You gotta rule with fear. I'm telling you, when you're a Blackfyre Emperor who's somewhat unhinged and worshiping dark gods, that's it's really your only play, or so we believe. Yeah, let's send these ships up here to get these guys, and then we're still cool with legitimizations, though. So this war's been won. Did we capture another? We capture this wildling leader or no? Yeah. Gred Pikehead. That's pretty cool. Well, let's call him. I guess we could oh, we don't have some of the other options. I wish we could you know, like do the hot ash thing on him or something. Can we just do regular execution? Yeah, we'll just do regular. Here we go. Now we can do that. Yeah, let's eat him. Let's do that. Tasty. That was pretty good. That was delicious, I gotta say. Delicious free folk. This guy wants to be on my Kingsguard? This purple-haired guy wants to be on my Kingsguard. He's not much of a fighter. The purple hair thing is actually cool. I would like to be easier to tell my Kingsguard apart if they were more distinct than just all being white. But Yeah, but he's just not very good. He's not very loyal and a 50 combat. I mean, I'm a 50 combat skill, and I'm old and overweight and slow. So we'll say no to that. What about this guy? Kenoth Edgerton. Well, his hair is not nearly as cool, but he's more loyal and much better fighter. Oh, this is for Lord Commander, not for New Kingsguard. Okay, well, definitely not this Craven guy. This guy needs to be removed. Jeez. Edward. Oh, good old Edward Hightower. He worships our gods, too, but he has lost a lot of skill and even loyalty over time. He's a lunatic with gonorrhea. Darn, well, that means he's broken his vows. So we'll go with the first guy. So now we have to pick a replacement. Wow, this guy is quite a commander. 24 for Connor of Kingsgrave. Dennis Hogg. 75, 70, 18. Oro Mob. That's a cool name. Mob, Hogg, or Connor of Kingsgrave. I guess we'll just go with the best one. None of them are particularly great as far as their combo of loyalty and skills, but he certainly has the skills. Oh, cool. I can I can be a flanker. Yeah, because we are a flank actually working on that. Oh, we can get into a fight here? No. We'll let our new Lord Commander get in there. Yeah. Cool. Maybe I should have just let the duel happen. We should be just dueling since we're going for it here. Oh, conditions are worsening in the haunted forest way up there. So lots of small battles are happening here, but we keep we've lost a lot of war score. I don't know why exactly. But if we were to go invade the Iron Islands like we planned, then that should probably be solved pretty fast. So we'll march here to the coast. Oh, I guess we can march to Salt Pans real quick. And then we will sail around to pick up a few more men, and then onward to the Isles. That'll turn this war score around. Sir Theo Chambers, you do not want to be captured by me right now. We are bad news. Okay, there's just a lot of things happening at once. We have this squad really shouldn't be besieging this. They should be forcing the issue. And these guys are going to also, speaking of forcing the issue, just keep pushing. Winning battles there, we can presume. And can we storm Salt Pans? Yes, we can. Ah, Koazo, that's cool. And storm again. Storm again. Anders Dane. Huh. Not of the main Dane branch. He's not a main Dane. Let him rot, main Dane, non-main Dane. Carena, Manderley's treason is one thing, without a Manderley stands. Oh yeah, this is the crappy Manderley too. He's become a craven, so I have I have like a kind of a good reason to get rid of this guy anyway. Yeah, I would like to get rid of this guy anyway. I'm gonna execute him. Yep. See ya. And we got a new Kingsguard that way, and of course people will be eager to serve as Kingsguard given the way we treat them. Yes, the greatest knights in the realm. So back to these same two guys from before, Dennis Hogg and Serpento. That wasn't this. Okay, well, hog is better. All right, hog it is. And get on the ships. Now, where is there a worthwhile number of men? Here's 700 men. I guess that's something. We'll sail to scoop that group. Scoop that group. And otherwise, they will just keep on marching. And here, this army needs to turn around and go smack on that thing. That'll be a nice little scruffle. Which is a word I just invented. Scruffle. Like George R. Martin, I can add a single letter to a word and change it and have it still seem familiar. Who is this person? Alicia. Oh, yeah, she's my niece. Yeah, well, sure. She can... Basic equipment, because we're not... Education doesn't have much value in a game that isn't going to go on very much farther. Oh, they're enemy commander, huh? Magister Mahalo. Oh, yeah, he's a weakling and he's a craven. So, yeah, I'll challenge him. Haha. Morale. Very good. Chased him back. That's right. Run away from a 60-year-old man. Okay, so the war score has continued to dwindle. But we're going to get it all back in a stroke here. You guys get on the ship. And we'll plot our course all the way around. And we'll be able to scoop up a few more men over here. Oh, this army's a bit of a problem. They need to be rescued by these guys. These ships. Hurry up. Just enough room for them. Munda Shieldbreaker. 68%. Okay, it keeps on dropping, but we're about to turn it around. I keep saying it. I hope it's true. Should probably bring more of the armies across. Should probably bring another fleet over, or not a fleet, a fleet over to bring this, say, 12,000 sized army over. I guess I'll just bring the ships back around. That's what I can do. If I can't gather enough ships this way, which I think I can. What is this guy going to do? Alan Torrent, Dark Cell, you get to rot. Okay, so let's see. More. We get more. A Dane. What's we going to do with this Dane? We got to execute him. How are we going to do this? A sacrifice. Ooh, tear his bowels out. We haven't done that one. Okay. Oh, our grandson is paranoid. Well, that we won't live to see that matter, probably. Here it is. I knew we would have to have a big batch of ships. There we go. 160 ships. Just what the Emperor ordered. Okay. Now we're cooking with obsidian. Another captured. Oh, you really should not be getting captured by me. It's bad luck. It's bad news. And bad things happen to use. Okay, so there's our ships. 91%. Why are we losing so bad? I should check and see. Why are we losing so bad? Attacker controls all their holdings. Yeah. Laurelu, Lemonwood, Vulture's Roost. Oh, yeah, all these little small territories in Dorne. Kind of pesky. I guess I'm not as worried about those. So, yeah, if I take, yeah, but we taking their capital. We just got to do it quickly, I guess. Do we already have ships there? Yeah, we already have men here. So, combine. We have to do an amphibious landing because we have. Oh wow. Do we not have leaders here? We need leaders for this army. Their morale is really low, so the marine landing is safe. Let them rot. Sorry, you. It's rotten time. Did I send this guy yet? I probably didn't, did I? Nope. You come around here. All the way. We have too many men here. How many can we send away? What is the supply limit? 1350. Well, why are we having problems then? I don't understand. Oh, a daughter. Shellwaters. Strong. Cool. Nice. Can we outrace the clock? Oh, good. We pushed it back to the 80s, and now we're going to win a battle here. 89. It's just... we do not have any good options for Kingsguard, right? It's so strange to think about. There just isn't anyone. No one is a good fighter. Anywhere. Nowhere. Back over here, we still have this guy roaming around, just winning battles that don't matter much. And how far away are these ships? They should be, yeah, they're getting really close. Okay, so we can do a lot at once here. Joe says you can invite anyone to be the King's Guard. You don't have to rely on that screen. Yeah, good call. I guess I'll keep that in mind. I'm not too worried about it right now, though. Oh, yeah, so Black Tide, that's the sigil of theirs. So if we go take that, that should really... then we might even be able to end the war. Hallard Corgyle has been suggested. Okay, sure. He's a good fighter. I'll take him. Neither of these is something we can take quickly. I guess we can probably storm this. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'm going to take a quick... I'll take the penalty and storm the Harlaw spot. And then... move the men away quickly so we don't suffer the penalty. Oh, we can fight this guy. Oh, yeah. Get him. He ran off. Look at us with our get back to our youth by fighting in these battles. Oh, yeah, look at that. We dropped the war score to 11%, as I thought. Funeral? Yes. Small private funeral. That's the kind of funeral. We've got no time for that. And now let's watch it go positive. No, not quite. But we did. We are helping a lot. Okay. And now... continue. Look at all these spots. Jeez. It really is 10 towers. 10 castles. All right. Now we can... now we're not in a hurry. These guys can go to Volmark while the other guys go to Blacktide. Where is Moortown? Where are we losing these battles? Way up here in the north? These insignificant targets. Yeah, I can kind of just leave that alone. Although this guy may as well move over a step and besiege. Josh Davis says, the main Dane was slain on the open plain. And this Dane was slain down in my dungeon in great deals of pain. I guess, yeah, just continue to just walk around here and fight easy battles. Whoa, look at the size of that Dothraki horde. Yeesh. We're going to probably end up ignoring that and just goofing off the rest of this game. So one thing we noticed while playing this campaign is just how rich Sithorios is. Of course, it's talked about in the books quite a bit, or not a bit, quite a bit, but very openly how much wealth is in Sithorios. It's just so incredibly dangerous to go there. But that's just kind of cool that if you do colonize it and get a handle of it, you can. Oh wow, our wife is pregnant. You can really extract a lot of wealth from it. We have spice and gold mines in one of our places, and we're trying to. We would have built it up more, of course, if we had the time. All right, more. Do we have more executing and torturing to do here? Yes. We haven't done any castrations. Let's do one of those. Munich. You. We'll just go with the classic torture for this guy. And then the regular execution, which will be another sacrifice to the gods, yeah. And this guy, same deal. Execute. We haven't had a good crushing in a while. Let's do a crushing. Yeah. We gotta mix. You gotta mix up your tortures. You know. It's a good policy if you're an emperor. You know, you gotta keep them on their toes. So we lost some more war score. We're just losing battles here in the Riverlands, aren't we? Oh, they took some King's Landing spots. How uncool of them. Let's take some of them back then. Do we have any men we can call up around here? No. No local soldiery. No nearby men. Must we send ships? Oh boy, these guys are in trouble. Meet us at the Planky Town. Yeah. Straightforward. Anyone else have campaigns going of this right now? Any other CK2 mod players? Anyone looking forward to CK3? That's going to be happening later this year, apparently. Well, yes, people are trying to kill me. I know. It could happen any minute. Let's make sure these have siege leaders on them. Alex is indeed a siege leader, and this guy, Faye, is not. So who is another siege? Do we have another siege leader? We don't, so it doesn't matter. Stay there, Faye. You're the best leftover commander. We could be hiring some mercenary armies, too. That's always a thing that's available to us. Oh, this was something we took of theirs. My bad. I was thinking we lost a spot here, but we did not. I misread the board. We didn't lose anything there. We took it from them already. Continuing to seek conflict over here. We could march that way. Ellis Kent says playing Bannerlords, wishing to the gods they had a Westerosi mod. Yeah, I haven't played Mountain Blade in a while, but the Game of Thrones mod for that was pretty cool. Looks like Miss Cat says I've only just started playing and doing a lot of dying. Yeah, it is a little bit of a learning curve. It's rewarding once you get it all handled and figured out. Siege of the trade post of Skane. Yes, good. Meanwhile, we're just besieging the Iron Islands. We could pick up... We'll probably pick one of these armies up and send it back over to... start taking spots back. That's a really good way to regain our war score with minimal effort. Oh, we got a new skin changer to join us. Cool. Very cool. She's got a crow. Can we have... I wish we could marry her. Can we marry her to one of our kin? A Sathoria. Yeah, let's marry her to this guy. That'd be kind of neat. We got a Sathorian strong marrying a skin changer from the north. That's quite a... Now that's a mix. That would not likely happen in the real Westeros. Those cultures have nothing to bring them together. Except for perhaps the events of the long night. Yes, I will impress them with vague... Anything to put these things off. A daughter, yay, Alysanne. Okay, Alysanne is a totally fine name. We'll keep that. So it's our first daughter in 40 some years. 40 years exactly. Donald Redwine. We have 1,000 gold and not much need for gold, so I kind of am inclined to just go ahead and buy some mercenaries and we can get this over with. Let's do that. Let's hire our own gang that we created indirectly, that we sponsor. And some other ones. Sure, these guys, they'll slowly recover. Some more sellsword infantries. Yeah, we don't need sellsword fleets, but Deep Den band, Skyreach band, the Ashmark band. That's cool. Different sellsword companies. Give them a minute to sinning. We don't believe in sin with our beliefs. We have wide degree of operational latitude with our character. Cool. Oh, Yeen is advanced colony. Finally. Boy, that has taken a long time to get to that point, but I guess that's not a surprise, is it? Okay, so we took another spot here, and how about here? How long is this going to take? More small victories. The Dark Gods, yes. Woohoo, more religious scrolls. Excellent. We do love our religious scrolls. We have a nice stash of them. Let's review our treasury. That's a fun thing to take a look at because we won't get to see it much more. Dark God Scrolls number 1. Dark God Scrolls number 2. Yeah, there's not much to say about them. Dark God Scrolls of Basilisk Point. Dark God Scrolls of Gorash. Dark God Scrolls of Basilisk Point again. Gomarash. Yeah. We have a lot of cool stuff. There is a lot of small battles constantly happening all around here. We are just, meanwhile, we're just squatting on their, squatting on their territory. Our method of war is very simple. Gone are the days of sophisticated Daemon Blackfyre. Okay, well, I really should bring these ships over and transport this army over to Dorne, and we'll have a real fight. These ships go there. And these ships go here. And this will happen pretty quickly. Grant of land. I owe you nothing. There is no future. There are no consequences. Yes, tax them heavily. We will have money to spend now because there is no tomorrow. Sure, rebel against us. We don't care. We don't care what happens in the far, far north. That part of our realm is irrelevant. No. More wildling revolts that we don't care about. They really don't like our worship of the dark gods or anything about us. It isn't just that. Okay, get on the ships, you dudes. Time to have a showdown in Dorne. And we let them all rot in the meantime. Okay, there's the ships. Come on down. We're going to have a nice army of 17, what is it, 17-ish thousand, I think. Yeah. Really, 18,000. And it's about to be on. Let's make sure we're in this squad here. We want to be part of this battle. We can't miss it. We can't miss this battle. We'll control. We'll run the left this time. We got Mandan in the center. Do we want Mandan in the center? Sure, Mandan in the center is fine. Inspiring leader, holy warrior. No, he's a flanker though. Shouldn't he be? Yeah, he should run one of the wings. So Duncan can run the center, and Mandan on the right. Here we go. Oh, I guess we need to restore a little more morale. Let's let our morale get boosted a little bit more. Oh, we can free the Scourge while we're at it. Let's do that. Oh. Resist temptation. Yeah. Have more kids before it's all over. That's a play. That's what we'd rather do. Ooh, we just lost some men going there. That's no good. Guess going to Scourge wasn't good at all. Too few supplies. Well, here we go. Let's force this battle. Wow, the men are just dying on the march like so quickly. Well, this is the Deserts of Dorne after all. Oh, they've got more men than us now. Oh, a fight. Prepare to die, Staunton scum. Yeah. We killed him. Wait, what? Slayed kinsman? Oh, those guys. I thought it was me. I was like, this guy's a Blackfyre? Sweet. Victory in hand-to-hand combat. Ooh, plus 20% morale. Look at that. You could see that happen on the screen there. That was huge. Wow, that was... Yeah. Oh, and we've died of cancer. Right after winning a duel, we died of cancer. All right, well. Oh, Debbie Dane, you just says you just had a baby. Congrats. That's excellent. Well, so Duncan the Giant. Oh, we've got a nickname. That's cool. Look at how in debt we are all of a sudden. Long live the Emperor. Our sister Araya died under suspicious circumstances. Okay, like right away. Is that war over too? Yeah, those wars were... Again, those were different style. They were against him and not against us. That's funny. Well... Losing a duel to a man with terminal cancer. Yeah, he was like minutes away from dying of cancer and he still won his last duel. That is really going out, like, on your own terms, sort of. That's pretty sweet. High Lordship of the other lands? We may as well, anyway, well, we're not continuing on with this dynasty. We will be restarting next week for people who haven't been... paying attention or who weren't not paying attention. Sorry, that's not what I mean. People who haven't been watching recently or just tuned in. And yeah, the problem has been that we keep getting bogged down in wars that we do not intend to be bogged down in, and they're inevitable. We win every single one of them without much challenge, but they're slow and tedious, and that's not much fun. Yeah. This unfortunately is a thing when you get this huge, but of course it should be. I mean, it's kind of unreal. It's unreasonable to control this much territory. It is crazy. This is some super great Empire of the Dawn stuff. This is greater than that ever probably was. But so yeah, I'm definitely open to ideas. I like this Sarnor idea of rebuilding Sarnor. The only thing I don't like about it is all the Dothraki. So I kind of like this. I kind of like being far western Essos or just sticking in Westeros. There's still enough of Westeros we've never done. I kind of like the idea of Sithorios too, establishing ourselves down there. And just giving ourselves some money to start with to rebuild a bit. So what's everybody saying here? Ellis Kent says, war is the point, but too much war is not the point. Some war is... I mean, and war doesn't have to be the point. You can play this game a lot without having war be pretty minimal. But endless war that doesn't get us anywhere is not very entertaining. Wars of conquest can be fun, but just wars of like the rebels in the north, the free folk just keep rebelling, and it's absolutely hopeless for them, and it doesn't go anywhere, and it just it's just gets to be annoying after a certain point. We don't get to have the other aspects of the game don't get played as much, like the dynasty building and the RPG style intrigue and the watching your bloodlines expand and things like that. That gets slowed down by war because war is really slow. When we're not at war, we get to have years go by a lot faster. We get to see more things play out. But this was really cool. This was a really unique and unusual stream or dynasty that we played because we went so far with it with just 3 characters, and the second character did not live very long. So we really did the vast majority of the time was on 2 characters, and all 3 characters had different religions, and that's kind of neat. So it looks like some people are voting for House Gardner. There's a lot of votes for the House Gardner one. Yeah. So I think I'm leaning that way. Josh Davis says, what about going beyond the wall and trying to come south? It's really, really hard to do that. We could use some cheat codes to give ourselves a fighting chance. Or we could do something like starting on Skagos, so we're not really beyond the wall, but we kind of are. But it sounds like the most popular idea is Gardner right before Aegon's conquest. So we could try to fight them off or submit or what have you. Or going back even farther than that and playing as Gardeners for a while before Aegon's conquest. Of course, when you play Aegon's conquest in this game, it can go extremely differently. Sometimes Aegon tries to conquer Essos instead of Westeros, for example. And sometimes he stops after just conquering a couple of territories. Devi Dane says House Manderley. I really do like House Manderley. I've played House Manderley on my own quite a bit. So that's an option. But I think it sounds like this will get us a lot of the same things we could do with Manderley. But because we get to do a lot of the Southern chivalry stuff, and but we'll have more independence potentially, which is fun. We may still have a state of 7 kingdoms, which is really neat. Darth Gardner, Ellis Kent says, nice. I like that, Darth Gardner. Another vote for Gardner from Kenny Cross. Yeah, so that's probably. Sounds like that's what we're doing. We'll pencil that in. There's a small chance we'll change that, but right now we'll go with that as the plan, which is cool because we'll be able to announce it. People will see it as a new one, and we'll pretty soon we'll move this stream onto the unlisted phase, but you can still access it through the playlist. That's what we always do in case anyone hasn't noticed. Only one of these is ever up visible on our channel at a time, one playthrough, and we just move on to. When we move on to the next family, we move it to unlisted but still visible in the playlist. So you just go to the playlist, you can see all of the old CK2 streams. Our Blackwood stream, our House Horror stream, our what did we do? We did one, and we did House Royce for a while, right? And we did what's another one we did? We haven't done Dane. We did House Rain. That was another one we did. Yeah. I feel like I'm forgetting one. We haven't done didn't really do an official like Stark one. It'd be kind of cool to do the Boltons. Boltons during the 7 Kingdoms phase and try to take over the North from the Starks. Those filthy Starks. Try to flay some Starks. Kenny says Brackens versus Blackwood's campaign. Yeah, well, we kind of did. We did Blackwood already, so we probably won't do that for a while, but we could do Bracken one day. Another one that would be cool is Bravos. Bravos is just really powerful. Their starting spot, the city of Bravos, is really powerful and really hard to attack. and has so many interesting features. And I haven't really done it. I haven't done like a focused Bravos play. I've just noticed it do cool things. And we haven't done like anything from the neck, you know. I don't think I would. I'm not talking about like House Frey, but it might be cool to do like Mo Kalen, try to rebuild Mo Kalen, or it'd be really wacky to play Lonely Light way out here. But no, you'd have to give yourself a little cheat code to make that worthwhile, because it's so poor and remote and unpopulated out there. You'd have to give yourself a boost, otherwise it would be. You'd just mostly be chilling and watching some families live and die without really expanding or doing much else. Mark Brandon says Wildlings game. Yeah, it would be interesting. We could come up with some ways to do the Wildlings, but the problem with them is you don't have... the inheritance rules are different. It's really hard to keep one going because you have, as we've seen in canon, it's really hard to pass down your titles in the free folk culture. They're not a matter of hereditary business. So we would have to. It's a real challenge because you lack manpower, you lack wealth, and the laws are really challenging. So we could do it though. We would just have to use some cheat codes to give ourselves a fighting chance. Because most of the time, what'll happen is we'd be over after one or two characters, and the dynasty would end, and we wouldn't make much forward progress. That doesn't mean it wouldn't be fun, but some of the things that make this game fun are seeing a continuous storyline, and if you're at risk of it all just ending really quickly, then that's a bit of it's more risk than you usually want in this game. How's Hollard versus the Mad King? That's a fun idea. We haven't done the Stormlands, I don't think, have we? We haven't done like a Connington or a Baratheon or. We sort of did with one of our other characters because we were Targaryen, and we were very oriented to the Tarths. We had married Brienne and had a lot of that bloodline, but that still wasn't our perspective. It was just a big part of our family. So, Matt Reese says, since we're going with House Gardner for the next campaign, let everyone send you ideas for other campaigns that you can create a poll on or do a random selector when it's finished. Yeah, that's a good idea. We can be thinking ahead already to the one after that, using polls. And the History of Westeros Facebook group is most certainly our best way to crowdsource this, because it's our largest social media platform that people are using. But I could also source it on Twitter, and of course, like Matt suggests, emails as well. So if you watch this through, if you're watching this video after the fact, certainly feel free to give your campaign ideas. If you're enjoying the CK2 streams and want to see us try have a version of a campaign or a thought you have, even if it's just a tweak to an existing idea or a full-fledged campaign idea, including suggestions for precisely which starting options to use, feel free. Email us at westeroshistory@gmail.com, or just comment on one of the videos. I'll see that. I don't respond to a lot of YouTube comments, but I see them. So I will notice those. So yeah, all right. Well, oh hey Nina. So we're discussing what the next stream is going to be. So we're not gonna play anymore today. Blackfyre campaign we're going to end, and our character has just died, so this is a good time to just wrap up the discussion about what we're going to do. So we've decided on Gardner. We're going to do House Gardner pre-conquest next time, but we're also just brainstorming other campaign ideas for farther down the line, because I figure we're in this for the long haul, right? Even if I take a break and take a couple weeks off or something at some point, we'll always come back to this. I would imagine. As long as people are coming to it, I'll keep doing it. We died of cancer, but we die immediately after winning a one-on-one duel on the battlefield. We beat this guy down with Blackfyre in hand, and then, I guess as we were walking back to our tent of a night, we just passed. So we went out undefeated, but on the battlefield. So it's pretty cool. That's writing your own story there. We still never got our bonus from the sacrificing to the gods last time, but it's not going to happen because we're dead. It's neat that we're Duncan the giant, and our son is Daemon, who is also a giant. Oh, they had a stillborn daughter. I didn't see that. We had a brother named Aemon who was uncouth, and a younger brother named Aegor who was also a giant, but paranoid. A paranoid giant. So, Kenny Cross says, how modern can we go? Joe Magician just did a great Edric Storm video. I'd love to see the rise of Lord Edric. Hey, that's a great idea. We can go basically to the time of where the books are at. So, yes, we could absolutely... we couldn't play Edric Storm because he doesn't own a title. But we could... we could maybe matrilineally marry him into our house and then... play as his descendants. Or, I mean, there is a way to play as Edric Storm. It takes a little, it's a little convoluted. You can only play people who own land. So we would have to start a game, grant Edric Storm a title, then go back to the starting screen and switch to him. Because you can switch which character you're playing. So we could just do that. That would be a way to play Edric Storm. So yeah, as I said, a little bit convoluted, but definitely possible. And that is... Nina says, I want to see Nymeria conquer Westeros. That'd be pretty fun to start off as Nymeria in Dorne and just go from there and just not stop. And instead of saying, okay, Dorne, we got that, saying, no, Dorne, let's keep going. That'd be cool. Gardner doesn't, in this game, I don't know if Gardner starts with a Valyrian steel blade or not. I don't think they do. But we'll get one. That'll be one of the things we need to do. House Gardner will need a Valyrian steel blade. That will be on the short list of things to do. Get Valyrian. Be the Valyrian Gardeners. Maybe even get a Targaryen or Valyrian princess in the bloodline too. Or even become Dragon Riders, the Gardener Dragon Riders, the Order of the Green Hand Dragon Lords. And as Matt, aka Joe Magician, pointed out earlier, there is a new version of the mod available, so this is another reason to be restarting our playthroughs. So, Durin Gosgrief suggests House Mud as Christopher. I think we can go back that far, but I'm not sure about that. I would love to do that if it was possible. I think there used to be a mod that allowed you to go back farther. I'm not sure if it still exists or is still compatible, because those mods rise and fall quickly. Those sub-mods, rather. Giuliano Teixeira says... playing the Giscari. There would be, and I've never thought about playing the Giscari. That'd be interesting to try to have them reconquer the Valyrian freehold, do a reversal. Yeah, Old Town has a Valyrian steel blade, but yeah, the Gardeners don't. That's right. Yeah, I was pretty sure they don't, but now I'm getting confirmation from the chatters. Okay, well, I think we're going to call it here. We have momentum for what to do next week. We'll be back with the House Gardner playthrough just before the Conquest. That should be a lot of fun. Look forward to that. We'll start with that powerful bloodline trait and a lot of prestige from having such a super ancient bloodline. So I look forward to that. I will see a lot of you all on Sunday for Valar Reretus. Also, FYI, Tony Teflon's doing a stream at 9 tonight, giving away a copy of Quinn, aka Ideas of Ice and Fire. Quinn's Ideas is that's his new channel name, Quinn's Ideas, and he's giving away his own. He's put out his own graphic novel, and they're doing a giveaway. So I encourage you all to check that out later tonight. That's 9 Eastern. So otherwise, yeah, see y'all Sunday or next Friday for a new stream. And until then, stay safe and happy. And I will say Valar Reretus for now.